You heard J.D. Vance, however, say it was a final offer. Whether he's open to talking to them again is something different than saying this is the final offer. We're welcome for you to come back and accept it or not. The Iranians have stood firm. They walked away from here as well, saying they would like to get closer to the American side. This seems like an absolute red line for President Trump.
And I'm not sure what President Trump's red lines are because they seem to change all the time. His rationale for the war has changed all the time. The threat to bomb the entire civilization, and 90 minutes before that, okay, we're not going to bomb the entire civilization. And I don't know exactly what the offer was that J.D. Vance put on the table. He had a brief press conference and he said, we need to make sure that Iran doesn't get a nuclear weapon. But Martha, as you know, Iran entered into an agreement with the United States and other nations, both allies of the U.S. and China and Russia, in 2016, reaffirming that they would never purchase, seek, or acquire a nuclear weapon. Donald Trump tore that up. He tore up the restrictions on uranium production. He tore up the restrictions on centrifuge production. He tore up the deal that allowed intrusive inspections in Iran. So J.D. Vance says now that, well, Iran won't agree to what they agreed to 10 years ago. I'm sure Iran wonders, if we agree to it, will the United States tear it up again and bomb our civilian infrastructure and kill school children and engage in an assassination campaign against our leadership? This is not going to be an easy negotiation, because the last negotiation that led to a control of Iran's nuclear program, the U.S. made the decision to tear it up and walk away from the deal. I think that decision by President Trump to tear up a diplomatic deal will go down in history as one of the worst decisions in the foreign policy space ever made by an American president. If you make diplomacy impossible, you tend to make war inevitable.